I guess this is part two. YouTube really screwed me over on the time thing. It said I had like 15 minutes, but I don't know. You'd think a company that pulls in billions of dollars like Google would have their shit in order, but you know. Obviously, Occupy Wall Street has showed us that corporate America is lazier than people collect and anyone collecting a fucking welfare check. You want to talk about big time lazy unless they're fucking someone in the ass. They're not doing shit. Sorry for all you corporate loving drones who were brainwashed. Anyway, I was on Daniel Bryan. Yeah. I say if I'm the booker, man, I say you have Daniel Bryan in the Survivor Series. You can go one or two routes. One, he is a sole survivor or one of the last survivors on a winning team, or he gets eliminated early, gets frustrated, cashes his money in the bank in either at the next pay-per-view after Survivor Series. Not sure exactly which one that is. Armageddon maybe. He cashes it in, loses, gets rolled up or cradled or something, kind of gets really mad, and then starts rededicating himself, wins the Royal Rumble, goes on to face Cody Rhodes or Randy Orton in the main event of WrestleMania, or even Mark Henry, and he wins. That's what you do. So what was the next match? I actually got to check. Just lost my place here. Okay, it was I believe Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. Rhodes was good. Orton was good. Orton's on his A game right now. So is Rhodes. I like Rhodes. I think he's the future personally, and expect a lot more from this guy. I think this match about 3.25. All right, then we had the match of the night, in my humble opinion, for the World's Heavyweight Championship. The world's strongest champion, Mark Henry, versus the Big Show. A lot of great heat going into this. Big feud. Henry broke Big Show's leg. I believe it was either May or June at Money in the Bank. Maybe it was July, yeah. And Big Show's a little pissed off, and he went through this healing and wanted to put Henry through what he'd been through, but 10 times over, that sort of thing. It was really good. Big Show always had the upper hand, getting that knockout punch. This show, Henry kicked out of the Big Show's chokeslam. Big Show kicked out of the World's Strongest Slam. Henry kicked out of a chokeslam off the top rope, and then the moment that everyone was just, oh my god, this match was good. Everything mattered in this match. Every blow. Big Show threw a sweet chin music, everything. When Henry hit the superplex on the desperate Big Show, they were both desperate by this point. The ring imploded, just exploded, collapsed, whatever you want to use. And pandemonium took over. The crowd even got in the holy shit chants. I haven't heard a full-on holy shit chant, I think, since the Rated R Superstar era, I guess you can call it. Obviously I wasn't surprised. I mean, I was pleased. That's the word. I was very pleased with this match, and it delivered. It was what I expected, but it wasn't. I expected this caliber of match, but I didn't expect that crazy shit. Daniel talks pro res, or Ichiban pro res, I don't know. You know Daniel. Kind of sometimes smug, douchey, cunty Australian. I say that affectionately, of course. You cunt. Anyway, as he would say, Mark Henry bumps like he's a fucking junior or something. He bumps like he's Christian or, which is impressive because he's like 300 and something pounds. But yeah, Big Show, he can bump for the best of them too for big guys. I mean, Big Show's arguably more impressive, but I don't know. Henry is the most dominant wrestler in the world. He's the most credible champion in the world. He's the most credible champion since Brock Lesnar in 2002, 2003. I dare say more. He's definitely on the road to just obliterating that title run. All right, then we had our main event, John Cena, Alberto Del Rio, WWE Championship. Ricardo Rodriguez was heavily incorporated in this. I like how Del Rio's the cowardly champion, but he's not cowardly. It's like he'll still fight, but he'll do anything he can to hold on to that belt. He'll weasel out. It's like Christian. But yeah, it's very good. Del Rio is the best Mexican worker in the world today. Disputed. Averno, no. Sin Cara, are you fucking kidding me? Sin Soma, no. Not Averno. Maybe, I don't know, 10 years ago, but not now. Yeah, the best Mexican worker since, geez, it's been a long time. Probably since Eddie Guerrero, as Alberto Del Rio, and he showed it in this match. He showed he could go hardcore. Of course, the ring was collapsed when this match started, and the ropes strewed everywhere. The turnbuckles and the ring post was like laying half outside the ring, all kinds of stuff. Cena, of course, incorporated it by atomic dropping Ricardo nuts first on it, and then throwing Alberto Del Rio onto the ring post, so it seesawed into the testicles of Ricardo. I think he'll be announcing in Soprano on Raw if he's still alive after that shot. He took a great beating. Del Rio took a great beating. At one point, Cena went to throw him like he would throw someone through the ropes. It was like a desperation thing because Cena just barely broke the count and he was out of it after a rear naked choke. So he throws him out. Del Rio torpedoes into this barricade. This goes backstage. I mean, a lot of crazy stuff happened. Del Rio's ingenious ideas for beating Cena were really good, and Cena kept getting out and coming back. But I don't know, it wasn't like the normal Superman thing. It was like, oh man, that's awesome. Not like, oh, ended already. It wasn't like one of those matches. Nah, this is very well done. The finish was, there was a little interference other than Ricardo, but it worked in this. And there was a Shane McMahon style belt shot, and it's a really good match. 3 3/4, solid match, solid main event, and I like the outcome. I might watch Raw. I don't know. It's not really my type of show. I like wrestling, but I'm getting Survivor Series already, so they don't really have to sell me on it anyway. All right, I've been Sean. This is my Survivor Series review, and if YouTube cuts it off, come on, Google, don't fuck around, please. Don't. Thank you, everyone. I'm out.